All right, y'all. Let's go back here, take a bit of an inventory as it pertains to the Seattle Seahawks. Now, remember, this entire thing started on this channel because of my coverage originally of the Atlanta Falcons and doing film studies after that. And the Seattle people popped up on there and was like, hey, man, we would love to have this for some Seattle stuff. You should try it out. So I tried it out and it did pretty well. There's no doubt about that for sure. But with that being said, it brought me in as just a neutral observer. So I'm able to build along this. Didn't have necessarily the content like I had on some of these other teams in the offseason to say they may need this, they may need that, they may need this, they may need that. This is some of the stuff that I had to do along the way here with Seattle. So you see me constantly doing the roster type stuff. They should add this player, should add that player. You know why? Because it's just stuff that I see. If you're being neutral, if you're being a neutral observer of the Seattle Seahawks, you can see a lot of this stuff coming with the warts and everything like that. It's stuff that I've questioned. Now, if we go back here and you see a 6-3 record, it's like, okay, how were those results derived? Beat a Atlanta team, doesn't have a winning record. It was a pretty good offensive team. Beat a New England team, doesn't have a winning record. Kind of I guess more balanced team, probably more defense than anything, but nothing to write home about. Beat a Dallas team that sucks, but it has a very good offense or had a very good offense with Dak Prescott. Beat a Miami team at the time that was a little suspect, but have come to see right now, Miami's actually pretty good. So that was a good win for the Seattle Seahawks. Minnesota doesn't have a winning record, but kind of evening itself up now, could be a 500 team. You thought before this season it would be a pretty good team. So I would say that that's a pretty decent win there. Then you get to Arizona. People are like, wow, how'd they lose to Arizona? We know how they lost to Arizona. Arizona is a damn good team, and you're about to see them again on Thursday. So this becomes a critical game for the Seattle Seahawks. You cannot lose this game to the Arizona Cardinals. You cannot be third place in your division after looking like you could run away with it. Beat the San Francisco 49ers. They are way too injury prone, or they're way too injured right about now. Not a good win just because they're just not up to snuff. If all things equal, in my opinion, Seattle does not have a better roster than San Francisco. I think San Francisco will be the class of the division, especially if you go by what I'm going to show here in a little bit right there. Buffalo, a damn good team. You lose to them, not very competitive with Buffalo. Los Angeles is a very good team, and we'll see here in the film study how a lot of that was derived there. So this is something I want to show you, though. Look at this. So the guys, right, you guys want to be an offensive team when you were the juggernaut of the NFL to me as a defensive squad. Now the defense has gone to shit, so it was pretty decent in the Los Angeles Rams game. That's because the Rams aren't that good on offense, in my opinion, but you did what you had to do there. But if you look at all the top teams here who are the top offensive teams, Arizona's potentially a playoff team. Kansas City Chiefs potentially the best team in the league. You got yourself here. Chargers, not a good team. Falcons, not a good team. Green Bay is a great team. Los Angeles Rams, kind of so-so, but they did beat the Seahawks, and they have a pretty good record. Dallas is not a good team. Minnesota, kind of so-so. Buffalo Bills, to me, is a good team. So kind of a mixed bag there. Now, if you go to defense here, if you look at these guys, Colts, I think, is a good team. Remember we said about the Rams, they do have a winning record. So Tampa Bay is a damn good team. New Orleans is a damn good team. San Francisco, like I said, probably would have been the class of the division had they not have all those injuries on offense and stuff. Pittsburgh, perhaps the best team in the entire NFL. Washington, not a good team. Baltimore, a lot of people think they're the best team in the NFL. Green Bay, same what I said before, very good team, could very well be the class of the NFC. And then Chicago is a pretty good. So if you see what I'm saying right there, defense is still getting it done in this league. You cannot be just an offensive team and get it done anymore. It's just not happening. I know a lot of people like to put a lot of concentration on offense, but as you see here, man, these defensive teams are scary as shit. Scary as shit. And now you get to see some of these defensive teams on the schedule. So for me, it's about getting back to basics for Seattle. Seattle could be all right if it just got back to basics. Time to limit turnovers. No more of that just going down the field all the time, trying to get that quick game and mid-range game going. Need some high-volume type stuff. Got to dig in the bag, get creative, help out the run game, help out the defense, get back to basics. You get what I'm saying?
What more can I say?
Top Billin. All right. Really no redeeming qualities from this game from Seattle's standpoint. I'm going to concentrate on Chef Russell and his mistakes on here. So if you don't like that type of content, it don't matter to me, homie. We got to do what we got to do here. This is something that Russell needs to get curtailed because, let's face it, the last couple of games here, if he played a little bit better game, at least against Buffalo, they would have been more competitive. And against Los Angeles, they probably win their game. You can really put this loss on the back of Russell. Now, you can put some of these wins on the back of Russell as well. So you live by the sword, die by the sword. But Russell, I think, is just trying to get this MVP, man. Like, I hate to say it. He's normally a point guard type, distributing the ball, just doing whatever it takes for the team to win, the team. Now it seems like, man, he's pressing. He likes this MVP talk, and he's really trying to play himself into the MVP race, and he's making mistakes that are uncharacteristic. So check this out right here. Why did he take this sack? This makes no sense to me. Makes no sense at all. We'll go to this view right here, diagram this out. Now look, when they get to their stance right here, when the defense has declared, you can plainly see four-man front, everybody doing their thing there. So you got your even front alignment here. Then you get a late ad by the linebacker, the strong side linebacker. So Dwayne Brown here, he knows he has to get the first thing smoking, right? You got to get the most closest threat, and that would be this guy because he has a straight line of sight to Russell Wilson. So that would leave him open. So obviously you replace hot. So Greg Olsen coming right here in a quick curl route. One of the linebackers gets him. So what does that mean? It means you got to go to your outlet, man. Alex Collins right here running a table route. This should have been easy if you're not trying to go downfield. Not to mention DK Metcalf on a quick game. So this is just a 3-step drop, get it out type thing, and he's holding the ball. I'm not sure what the hell he's doing. Here we go. See the late ad right here? 5-man pressure. Alex, the thing about this linebacker has to get to Alex Collins right here. He can see that. He has Greg Olsen. This is easy. Hit Alex Collins right there, and you're good. He held the ball long, and he's taking them hits, man. Think about it. What, it was like 16 hits against Buffalo, bunch of hits against Los Angeles, sacked a whole bunch of times. Those body blows start adding up. You don't want to get Chef Russell injured here, but as you can clearly see right here, Alex Collins hot, he hit it. Hit him right here, real quick. There's nowhere to go downfield with this. I'm not sure if he didn't know the play. He can even tell by his trajectory and his shoulder pass here. He's looking to launch that bitch, right? He's looking for one of them locket launchers. So you going to hit the locket launcher on a quick game throw? No, man. You play Chef Russell, do your job, Gary Payton that shit, distribute the ball here to Alex Collins and live for another down. But no, taking body blows. Can't keep taking them shots, man. All right, now remember, the NFL is a copycat league. You remember the mug look that Arizona gave Seattle when they intercepted Chef Russell? A lot of people are going to start doing that. You can see him right here. These guys are bluffing the bees here. Bluffing the bees. However, both these guys end up dropping out, and it just becomes your standard 4-man rush here. Aaron Donald, right on the nose there. Floyd and T. Lou. But then I'm not sure what happens right here. I'm not sure I can totally put this on Russell. You get Johnson as a late ad for the fourth guy. So it's really just a 4-man pressure, but it's making Russ definitely get rid of the ball maybe quicker than he needs to or something like that. Greg Olsen's route, though, leaves a little bit to be desired here. Look at this. Bang. Come on, man. One more time from this angle here. Let's look at the pass rush. You see nothing too bad. Everybody's actually pretty hemmed up here. So if Russ needed to take his time or something like that, I don't know, but he hit the rhythm pat, shot this. I don't know. Let's look at it from this angle here. All right. You see him on the pull here, running full speed. Yeah, old man Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen's my dude. I love Greg Olsen since he was at Notre Dame, right? Long time ago. But Greg Olsen running with these little pitter-patter steps, looking like an old man with 3 bad knees or whatever like that. He kind of rounds this route off. Now look at this. You're going to want to drive this, split this man, half a man, drive this, force him to think you're going upfield. I know he doesn't think he's going to get outran by Greg Olsen, so he's able to squat on this. But Greg Olsen would need to cut a sharp angle. He rounds it off. Russell a little late with it. Done for. So this could be maybe both of them. Is there anywhere else he could have gone with this? Your man DK Metcalf, remember what I tell you about saying that he's the best in the NFL? When guys like Julio Jones and Hopkins and these guys have been putting in work for years and years, he's over here. Looks like he's over here in solitary confinement at the very least, right? So really nowhere else to go with this except old man Greg. He rounds off the route, picked off. Terrible. Terrible, man. Just terrible. All right, I found this particular sack right here to be interesting because you can see being scared of Aaron Donald, which everyone is. I believe Aaron Donald might be this time lined up at a 6 technique. So you get 3 of your linemen right here, all slide protect to Aaron Donald. And then people are soloed up over here. You had Hollister in the game because the running backs are having trouble with pass protection there. But trying to shoot the ball down the field. I think you got DK Metcalf on an out and up. Then you will have, I think, Tyler Lockett here. He motions to tight. And, I forget what he does, to be honest with you. And then you got Swain here. More Swain, please, on a deep curl, kind of zone sit-down route type. So trying to push the ball down the field, to me, just a little bit too much when you're not necessarily built for that against these type of teams with really good pass rushes. Check it out. Motion to tight here from Tyler Lockett. So, yeah, he does what I thought he was going to do. It's kind of a deep crosser. Terrible, man. One more time at full speed with the wide angle. All right, now hit that drop right there. You will want to know where exactly can you go. You see zone right here. They're pretty much what Seattle normally runs. So you got zone here. You look like a deep third coverage type. Rolling that there. Nowhere to go with this. Where's the underneath stuff? Russell going to try to take off, which he's normally good at there. But they corral him. This is damn good by them. But you can see it right here. Look at them slide 3 people. Slide 3 people on Aaron Donald. Everyone else soloed up, including Hollister here and Brown. But they got the underneath coverage taking that away. So this would be stuff that'll just be copied, man. This definitely reminds me of some of the stuff Buffalo was doing. Some of the stuff Arizona was doing. And Los Angeles has a even better front than those guys. All right, if you're a Seattle fan, this one had to piss you off right here. I am not that, and I was pissed off because it's called playing hero ball. Look at this. Fumble, like it's a bad snap. There's no doubt about that. But what do you do right here? Come on, man. You know people are bearing down on you. You just drop down and get your eagle on and just fall on this. He tries to pick it up and then, bink. Go for it. How the ball shoot out like that on a bink? Look. Bink. Come on, Russell. Chef Russell, what's going on? First of all, somnambulism, right? He had a little bit of somnambulism ever since the damn Buffalo game when he took all those hits. So let's be real here. He's walking on sunshine with at least a quarter of a concussion, especially from this one right here. So he's done. Ball's out. Crazy. All right, check this one out. This one is unlike Chef Russell. You're going to have man up with Jalen Ramsey there on DK Metcalf. But Metcalf is going to be running kind of looks like either a deep dig or deep curl or something like that. You're going to have a post from Tyler Lockett. This reminds me of one of the earlier games when they hit this from Tyler Lockett. However, you got to recognize the coverage here. So if this is man-on skill here, you're going to have this guy free to roam. So he drops back into a deep third of the coverage. He drops back into a deep third of the coverage. He drops back into a deep third of the coverage. It'll be like quarter, half. And he throws it into an area that has 3 defenders trying to get to Tyler Lockett and make a big play. Here, David Moore. Look at that. 3 freaking people. Why would you throw this? There's no way you should throw this. You should be trying to get out the back door here and throw it away or try to get some yardage yourself. He wants to hit that splash play. Wasn't intercepted, but come on. Triple coverage from Chef Russell? Not good. All right, last one here. Hopefully we don't have to do any more content like this. Chef Russell will get back to dispersing the ball to his wealth of targets. They can work the quick game, be real efficient with what they got to do. Obviously got to get a bunch of people back healthy on both sides of the ball, but this is the NFL. Next man up. Run the ball more. Go back to being more like the Seattle of old. You don't want to look like old Seattle, if you get what I'm saying here. But you're going to have a two-man route combination. Greg Olsen split out here. He's just running the seam. And you're going to have, I think, Will Dissly here getting wheeled up the field. Now, this is open, but it's just open right away if you recognize the coverage and you're not trying to hit a home run all the time. Chef Russell, boom, it's open. It's going to be open right there. If you can look at him still looking at you right here, you know he's not going to be able to follow this because he's got an area he's going to defend here. So he's worried about Alex Collins, and Dissly's already wheeled up the field. So, look, boom, hit it right there. You're good. Maybe it was the pressure here, right? Got shelled there. Not really. Kind of pushed him off his spot a little bit, but you can see what he wanted. He knew he wanted this originally because this is going to the touchdown, and he wants that MVP, but that's double covered here. He could have quickly came off of that and realized Dissly was open. He realizes it way too late. When he could have actually ran, throws a pick. Right there, that was like, oh, got to be kidding me right there. Strong side linebacker runs to the flat. He pushes up the field right here. Now, look, he's still looking down the field, which I admire. I love quarterbacks that want to get the ball to their targets rather than quarterbacks who just want to run all the time. However, this should have been the time where he probably just ran a little bit. Too late of a throw, and they were in zone coverage as well, too. So got to make sure you know that as well. These guys, you can tell by the leverage that he has. Same thing here. He's in zone coverage. He's covering this area of the field. He can easily peel off because he's aware of anything coming behind him as well. Peels off of that. Baited Chef Russell. Terrible, man. Just terrible. Get back to who you are. No time. Don't worry about the MVP stuff. Maybe that's over now. And you can just worry about getting that championship. That's what it should be about. The accolades will come. You keep winning them titles, man. Be in the Hall of Fame and all that. Don't worry about the MVP. Stop pushing and pressing, trying to make everything a home run. Take care of the ball again. Pete Carroll, you know he has ulcers. He doesn't want to play that spread style of football, pushing the ball down the field anyway. Now you really give him a reason to tell your ass to get your ass back up on in there and start distributing the ball. Got to work that quick game. Your man, 1-900 shotty, he needs to become 1-800 shotty. He needs to be a little bit less risky, and then the Seattle Seahawks should be all right. So that's how I see that right there. But tough game coming up on Thursday, but if you can get that win, get it back rolling, that'll send a message to everyone that Seattle is reeling nada. They are not reeling if you can beat the damn Arizona Cardinals, all right? But it's your boy Murph, the Underground King. Check back with me for more. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.